Hi, how are you? Welcome. Good evening. Happy Friday. Thank you so much for joining me. I have a fun project for you once again tonight, and it is another exclusive bundle. So stick with me. It'll be fun, I promise you. And how cold is it where you are? Is it still snowing there? It's not snowing here anymore, thank goodness. But it's still pretty darn cold out there. So hoping that it'll warm up a little bit eventually. Maybe we'll have a spring at some point in time. I hope. In the meantime, hi Stacy, how are you? I'm going to start doing some spring projects to try and will the weather to react. I don't think it'll work, but who knows? We don't know what can work. So this is Meadow Paste. In this bundle, you will get a bit of Meadow Paste. I'm going to go ahead and put this here on my little plate that I have over here and add a little bit of water. It's not dried out or anything, but I don't want my jar to get dried out. So let me, 30 degrees pass. It's probably close to that here, maybe. It's very windy though lately. Let's see. Hi Stephanie, how are you? And yeah, the keyword is lucky, as Stephanie just typed in. All right, I'm gonna just paint my little shamrocks. Who loves St. Patrick's Day? I do. I think it's so much fun. Y'all, so the other day, Ivy and I went to Kohl's, and she's so funny. And I didn't even recognize this whenever she picked up this shirt that had Shrek on it, and it said no pinching on it. And I'm like, I don't get it. And she said, it's because he's green, duh, for St. Patrick's Day. Y'all, I've never felt so small and dumb before. I did not get it at all. It took me her explaining it for me to get it. It's fine. Y'all, I feel like a dinosaur, okay? Like, when we had, like, new terminology and stuff whenever I was a kid, and our parents would be like, what the heck are our kids saying? That's how I feel now, okay? With all this stuff that, I don't know. Okay, I don't get it. It's fine. I'll be a dinosaur. I'm okay with it, actually. I am proud. I am a millennial, technically. Proud to be a millennial. An elder millennial is what they call us. The millennials that have hit their 40s. There are younger, obviously, millennials that are still, as I think of them, children, okay? Anybody in like their early 30s is a child still. You're poor, sweet summer child, right? All right. I'm going to probably go over all of this one more time, just to give it enough oomph, okay? So bear with me while I give this one more good coat of paint. So again, this is an exclusive bundle. It comes with part of a transfer that is retired. So whenever you comment lucky, you'll see, and obviously I'm going to show you too, the project, but you'll see the link. It's all there for you. You can check it right out. And I'll get this thing cut and shipped to you pretty quick. It does come with 2 paste packets. We're going to use Meadow and Shimmer Harvest. And then I'm going to use white paint too, okay? So you do need to have some white paint or another color paint, whatever color you want. I think white will be perfect for this, for our background. All right. Here we go. All right, we are getting somewhere here. All right, I think we're good. paint or the paste covers really well. So I love that for me. Get it dry really quick. And then we can pull this tape up and we can paint our background surface. Get that paste on there, or transfer on there, and then boogie and get this thing put together. Seriously, this project's gonna be so simple and fun. Now I'm gonna have to decide which one goes on my door. And you know, I could just rotate them all, you know. Hi Vicky, how are you? Welcome. Thanks for joining me, doll. All right. So I have that cute Valentine's one that's here that I did the other night. And then I have this one. And now my Hello Spring one. So yeah, I'm going to just have to like cycle them all, I think. And maybe I could use one for my booth too. Or all of them, actually. At some point, I have events from now until St. Patrick's Day scheduled, so that's good. All right, let's pull all this up. Be careful pulling your stuff off of the tape because it does stick pretty good and you don't want to break your pieces, okay? So these aren't super delicate or anything, but this part might be. Get that off of there and set it aside. I don't even have a place to put this. It'll sit nicely right there. All right, this is the background. We're just going to paint it white, okay? This is white Adirondack. Adirondack, yes. From Folk Art Home Decor Chalk Paint. Oh, this jar is brand new of paint. Oh, I love it. It's my favorite opening up a brand new one. Definitely going to need 2 coats on this one. The light colors always get me. So you can take a can of spray paint and just spray paint your stuff as like a primer, and then it'll paint beautifully. Just do that, let it dry really well, and then lightly sand it with a sanding block, like a 220 grit sanding block, and then paint over it, and you'll only have to do 1 coat of paint, but it'll look really nice. But I want this to be really bright white. I have a white and green ribbon that's also going to go with this bundle. So I want it to be really white and not vintage looking, or I would just leave it with 1 coat of paint and let it be kind of splotchy looking like it is right now. I don't know if y'all can tell in the video, but it is kind of splotchy. So, and it's got paint marks, but that's okay. Or like the lines, you know, from painting. I'm going to just dry it really quick because it'll take the 2nd coat of paint a little bit better once it's dry, but I think we'll be good, and then we'll wax it and it'll be ready for a transfer. So this one is scored. I love that about my surfaces and my cutouts, so that I know where everything goes. All those little pieces have a home. All right, that's good. And then, oh yeah. That makes all the difference drying in between layers. I don't know why. I guess it acts like a primer, the first layer of paint. But the second one will go on nice and smooth. And we'll get that really bright white. So you can comment lucky. Right now I'm live. As you can see, where is it? The little red live. If I'm on the replay, you won't see that red live, but you can still comment the keyword and get the link and do all the good stuff, okay? My glass mat is really dirty right now. I've got like 3 projects worth of paint on it. And you know, so I know I've probably told y'all this before, but I love this glass mat. I talk about it all the time, I know. But the best thing about it is that I can let acrylic paint dry on it and use a little bit of that Totally Awesome cleaner from Dollar Tree, literal $1.25 tree, okay? And it cleans so easily. It is incredible. I've never seen such a great cleaner before. And I can't believe I can get it at the Dollar Tree for $1 for a giant bottle. So if you haven't grabbed that whenever you're there, I don't know what you're doing, but you're missing out, okay, on that cleaner. It really is an awesome cleaner that you can use on anything. I want to make sure that I'm really good and dry here. I do have a couple of spots that look like they're not quite there yet. Before I start putting on surface wax, okay? Because I don't want to smudge my paint all up. All right, surface wax, always, okay? Whenever you've got a painted surface, you always want to use surface wax if you're going to put a transfer on top of it, okay? It will save your project, I promise you it will. There we go. All right. Now for the reveal. So this is the farmhouse tile. Okay, you will get a piece of this transfer. And I love this one so much. Let's see if I can finagle some things over here. So I do want to keep some of that jute out. So I'm going to just take my fuzzing cloth, and this is how I like to do the 18 by 18s. Just boop it right down, just like so. Now, yours is not going to be this big, okay? Because I'll cut it down. So it'll be a portion of this transfer, but it'll be perfect for your project. And I'm not going to fuzz it too much. I'll fuzz it a couple times. Okay, just like that. Should be good. Now, this thing should fit pretty well. Now, I'm not super concerned with the edges, okay? But if I get one, I want to get them all. So you might have to move the transfer a little bit, okay? To get the whole thing. But I was actually thinking of like painting the outside of it all the way around once I get that transfer on. So I might do that still, okay? So get that stuck on there really well. Get your Shimmer Harvest. Yeah, I love this transfer too. I actually pulled out a new one for this project because I used my other one so many times that it was, it's like done for. So for these patterns, I always get more than one for myself because I end up using them so much that they're like beyond recognition, just like totally, I mean, probably could be used another 20 times, but once I've used it about 15 or 20 times, it's like, okay. I've revived it back to life so many times that it's gotten its use. And it's time to let it go be with its with its brothers and sisters in arms, you know, like, you can retire now. Thank you for your service. All right. Alright. Trying to scrape my paste up as I go so that I can avoid wasting any of it. And just spread it as much as possible. And then if I need to go in for more, I can do that. But that way I don't have to go back over it as much to really clean it up. But I'm still there, getting a little bit as I go back over and pick it up. Now, I'm going to just peel. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is so cool. This is perfect. It is the perfect leprechaun print, okay? I'm going to take this and put it on my dish mat over here, and then I'll wash it as soon as I get done here. Now, let's dry this really well. Hey, Tammy. Hi, Patsy. How are you, girls? Dry it really well. The shimmer paste does take a little bit longer to dry, so just keep that in mind and make sure that it's really, really dry before you start testing it, because these large silk screen areas will give you a fingerprint on your design if you're not careful. And that part's dry. I love this transfer so much. I think this one was perfect, and I love that it's different. On each part, you know? It's not the exact same. Now, we've got all of our pieces here. Oh, this is going to be sharp. All right. And then, even though this is scored, it's kind of hard to see where my pieces were supposed to go. I can see some of them. Just like that, okay? And then, oh, I have one more. There we go. Okay, and then we'll come and glue it all down. Okay. We'll do the shamrocks first, which I hope I don't grow to regret this, but we're gonna just go for it, okay? Using Stick Fast. Hey, Alma, how are you? Which you can get, I got it on Amazon. I'm sure you can buy it in other craft stores, though. It is on my Amazon link. Whatever you comment the keyword lucky, you can get the link to my Amazon and go grab it off of there. And it's pretty inexpensive. Actually, I'm going to put this big one over here. I can see the outline of the score lines now. I've had this bottle for a hot minute, and y'all know I use it like every single day. All right, and then we're gonna pick up the whole center piece with the word Lucky on it and glue that baby down. Now, this one's gonna be tricky because it's one big piece, but we're gonna do our best, okay? I'm a little scared, but they tell me it's healthy to have a little amount of fear. I don't know if I agree, but we'll see how it works out, okay? I'm gonna go all the way around. It's kind of hard to talk while you do that. Okay, there we go. Now, I'm gonna try to line this up. Down here first, and then I think that worked out pretty darn good, actually. Okay, I am going to give you a sawtooth hanger for this one, so that you can hang it. So make sure that that's all secured. And then, oh, that looks really cute. Look at that. Okay, so we've got that going for us, and then the sawtooth hanger is 2 pieces, okay? It's that little sawtooth and this piece. So we're gonna go, how do we go? This piece with the straight edge on the bottom. I always forget how this thing works, and I use it a lot, so I don't know why I forget, but I do. That one on the bottom. Get that glue down, just hot glue will work fine. And our sawtooth piece right there on top. Okay, and that's how it should look, so that you can hang, you can stick it on a nail or whatever, okay? Then you will get a piece of ribbon. Now, if I can, I do this all the time, okay? And then I forget how I did it. So I started, one of my friends, I learned from her how to do a bow like this. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to crisscross like that, okay? It should look like this. And then I'm going to scrunch in the middle, okay? And it ends up making a pretty cute little bow. Now, I'm going to take some jute and I'm going to wrap it. Well, first I'll probably tie, well, maybe not. Instead of using a piece of ribbon in the center, I wanted to use jute on this one because I thought it would be cute. I'm going to leave the tail long for a second, and then I'm going to tie a knot. Try and keep the knot in the back, okay? So, right there. Ooh, that's really super cute. Oh my gosh. I have fully outdone myself tonight, my friends. And then I'm going to just trim that. And I am going to put just a little spot of glue right there, just to hold my knot in place because it's kind of moving around a little bit. Okay. Isn't it pretty? Thank you. I'm glad y'all like it. And the bow, I didn't want it to be too big, so I cut a small piece of ribbon. It was, I mean, I say small, it was probably 18 inches, but knocking stuff around here tonight. I do have a couple of pieces of... All right. So there's my little bow. It's pretty cute. It reminds me of a leprechaun. I think it's just right. So I'm going to just give that a little speck of glue back there and see if I can stick it on up here. Now it doesn't quite match 100% with the green that we use, but that's okay. It'll be fine. It's still stinking adorable, okay? But I hope that you all love this just as much as I do. And you can comment the word lucky to get this for yourself, okay? All right. Love you all. Have a wonderful night. I will see you soon.